That is the sound of the jar of names, and let's get this over and done with. Let's go for this name. So this podcast is for everyone, including, but not excluded to, there we go, DragonLord55511. I've just realised I've closed the jar of names. I need it open to put the name back in. Problems. Right. Anyway, yes, welcome to A Cup of Tea and a Podcast. Let's get open the document. Yeah, this is the cup of tea. And this is the podcast. Right, well, this week, it's been bad. Let's get on, shall we, there properly. So yes, if you want to go to the first comment, if it's there at the moment, you can skip to this week's update, this week's topic, this week's TV time, this week's questions, and this week's girls. Update. So it's been a bad week, very bad week. Terrible, one might say. Lots of delays. I can't even remember how bad they were, but they were really bad. Basically, it's because I've been getting stuff done for college. This week, I have a hand-in deadline. So this week's probably going to be the same as well. Although, now I can stay on the computer so I can watch things as well at the same time as doing work. So that means I might be able to get editing. Shouldn't be a problem. Because obviously I'll be working on that stuff plus the video at the same time. So that shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, obviously been very busy with doing that sort of stuff. So that's why been a bit of a delay this week. Plus, got into the bad habit of sleeping. Because I stay up all night working on the stuff, and then I sleep when I get home, and I don't get anything done. So it's pretty bad, but yeah, this week should be all done by this Thursday. So that means next week I have 2 weeks off, which is going to be fantastic, which means that's when I'm going to get everything caught up on. So just that last little push this week until Friday. I mean, Thursday and Friday I could technically sort of catch up, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, hopefully everything goes okay. Is there everything else to the update? Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, let's go on to topic. So let's do this week's names, shall we then? Hopefully they'll all be on time. I might change a few scheduling things in a minute as I go through it. But today we've got the podcast, hopefully out on Monday. Might be the only video today, because of 2 Dark Cloud episodes, which will probably out today as well. But tomorrow we should have Harvest Moon Back to Nature, called Look Who's Talking Now, based on a film. If you know the film, you know what happens in Harvest Moon. Yeah, that should be out on Monday, but I'm going to say it's probably going to be out more on Tuesday. Just prepare myself and yourselves. Tuesday is also Prince of Persia Warrior Within. It's called Sunshard. And then Wednesday we have 2 Dark Cloud episodes. One's called Robo Gogo Toto. The other one is called Desert Moon. Is it called Robo Gogo Toto? I feel like I've already uploaded that one. I'll have to check that one. Yes, but then Thursday we've got a Prince of Persia called... Nope. This is completely and utterly wrong. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, that is completely wrong. Okay. I don't even know what happened here then. Yeah, okay, anyway. Yeah, so Wednesday, 2 Dark Cloud. One's called maybe Robo Gogo Toto. The other one's called Desert Moon. I'm just quickly checking that one off the top of my head. Yeah, but then Thursday we have a episode of Prince of Persia, The Warrior Within. Guess what? It's the last ever Prince of Persia, Warrior Within. We've done it in 18 episodes. It's a 50-minute episode on that day as well, so it's a shorter one, so I apologise for that. But we've done that one. And that will hopefully be us completely done with Prince of Persia until we come back for special videos later on. So that means next week I will briefly run down what's going to happen with the new Let's Play. This week there's also going to be an extra episode called the 15th Let's Play is, which I'll tell you what the 15th Let's Play is. Yes, so you can see what that's going to be. Pretty obvious which it's going to be. If you look at the schedule of my channel and my order of Let's Plays, you can probably tell what it is. But I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you will too, if it's not been done too many times before as well. Right, okay, so what is after that? Friday, we've got Harvest Moon called Elusive Fishes. You can probably tell we do a little bit of fishing in that. And then we've also got a Dark Cloud episode, which might be called... Actually, I'll look on my proper list. That's what I'm getting open now. No, we've done them already. Yeah. Alright, Wednesday is Desert Moon, Dark Cloud, and Little Piece of Home, Dark Cloud. And then Friday is Caravan in Space. And then Saturday we've got 2 Dark Cloud episodes as well. One's called I'm a HGR, which is like hugger, so I'm a hugger. And then we've also got question mark, which you'll find out what happens there. It's related to a question mark. Yes, so like I said, just to run through again, we've got all those episodes, Mondays, Harvest Moon will be out on Tuesday, most likely. Everything else is normal, apart from the last episode of Prince of Persia on Thursday, which means there'll be a next Let's Play Is video, probably out on Thursday or Friday, telling you what the next Let's Play is. That's it. Probably going to be nothing else this week either. Maybe a Division video, which was supposed to be this week. We'll talk about that in goals, but that's that. Right, what's after that? It is TV time. So, like I said, I've been able to watch TV, so I've managed to watch something. And what I've been watching is Daredevil, Marvel's Daredevil on Netflix. Oh, first series was amazing, I loved it. And I wasn't really looking forward to this series, second series. I was like, meh, I don't know, what can they really do? I know they've got the Punisher in, which was amazing, and Electro, who was amazing. But I didn't really think they were going to fulfill my expectations of those characters, because I liked those characters through other films. Even though those films were quite bad, but still. But, sorry, again, with the tired and working. Actually enjoying it. I've started it just to watch like the first episode. I was going to watch it after I've done all my work, but since I can do watching and work at the same time at the moment, I've somehow managed to watch 8 episodes so far. And yeah, I'm loving it so far. It's great. It's probably not as strong as the first series, but it never really will be, because the first series was obviously the first series. But I'm actually liking the new characters. Everybody else is okay. Like, they sort of nail it, but it's okay. But the new characters they've done really well with. I think that's something to take away from this episode. The new characters are probably the best part of it. Okay, what's the next bit? It is actually recording, am I? I am good. Alright, mention Monday then. Let's fly through this stuff in the community segment. Right, this week we have a selection of 5 different names. We have Horror, we have 40k Warrior Man, we have Nick Bro, we have Dragonlord 55511, and we have Eli Gannon. Thank you for commenting. It is mostly appreciated. Yes. Feel like I was going to say something, but I can't remember what I was going to say about them. Probably just a normal thank you, and I liked your comments. There was quite a few of these comments I liked this week. Some very good observations from 2 particular people. Perhaps the first two names in my list, but of course everybody does have good comments. Just the 2 I can remember from the first 2 people on my list. Now we'll go on to Q&A. Dragonlord 55511, my Lord of Dragons, says, "Hello Sir JD262, I have a question and a riddle for you. Question: since in Alaska we make our income with crude oil, how does Britain make its income? As in, what is the profitable resource that keeps Britain stable?" Quite topical, really, because you were talking to me about you were thinking you might leave America because of that reason, about the crude oil going wrong or something, and you said about moving to Britain. How does Britain make their income? I think we have lots of different ways. I don't think there's a particular main source of income we have. I suppose I can Google it right now and see what they say, and I can say if it's true or not. I mean, I suppose it depends on where you go. We've got quite fertile land, so farming is always quite good. It's not the best one, but we've got quite a bit of farming. Or maybe it is the best one. I can't remember. Income for Britain. I would say we've got quite a strong film industry. Like, it's not as big as Hollywood or anything like that, but it is pretty up and coming, and it's a nice little up and coming market in Britain. I haven't found anything yet. Britain's main source of income. But no, I know a particular area where I'm from, shall we say, has always been quite good with shoes, and that's like it's a broad area. It's not like a small little place. Yeah, can't really see mostly what here. It doesn't really say. It's just like a big. Oh, I suppose it says sectors. So agriculture, which I mentioned already, and construction, production institutes such as mining, electricity, gas and water supply. That's everywhere, I suppose. Yeah. So I think I'm going to say it's probably mostly agriculture, and the film industry is quite good, and some other little bits and bobs as well. But overall, I'm not exactly too sure. Right, and your riddle is: under pressure is the only way I work, and by myself is the only way I'm hurt. What am I? Hint: it is the hardest material in the world, yet it can be broken by a hammer. It is a gem that in Africa people will work to death upon horrible conditions. It is also the most precious gem of all, besides rubies, emeralds, sapphires, and opals. Finally, it is the birthstone of April, diamond, because of the blue diamonds. And this week we also have a question from Nick Pro, who says, "Hey JD, there is a game like Harvest Moon called Stardew Valley. You should check it out. Watch a video and tell me what you think in the podcast." That's what I'm doing now. So I have seen Stardew Valley. In particular, I've seen Paul Source Jr.'s videos of it. Not all of them, just a few. Just seen it uploaded. Yes, it does look like Harvest Moon, like the Game Boy Advance versions of Harvest Moon. Personally, I'm not over fond of it. Like Harvest Moon is good, but it takes a lot of effort to sort of like that game at the moment. And not to think I hate Harvest Moon. I love Harvest Moon, but I feel like I am tired of that sort of game at the moment because Harvest Moon's gone for so long. So I'm not particularly excited about it at the moment, and whether or not I'll do videos about it is probably something that won't happen, if at all, or for a while. So it looks good, like it's a nice little sort of, I don't know if it's an indie game, it must be an indie game, it looks like an indie game. It's a nice little indie-styled game, but yeah, it's not really sort of flicking my buttons at the moment because of my tiredness and weariness from Harvest Moon Back to Nature. But yes, it looks good. I'm not disputing that. What else is there on this list? It is subscribers. We've actually gone up 3 this week. We've gone from 1,129 to 1,132. And we have 2 names. We have John James Folan and we have Charlie Cribben. John James. No, it's John Jones, isn't it? From the Martian Manhunter. What have we got now? We have Q&A. We've never done that. Question. Last week's question. I loved that last week's question. It was amazing. Sounds like I'm playing my own trumpet there, but it was a good question. It was about what pop figure would you have if you can make one that's already not been made, or if it has been made. 40k Warrior Man said, "I'm a fan of the little chick drawings." That's nothing to do with pop figures. And I could go for a Persona 4 Izangia. Would be cool. Which would be indeed. Update on the ones I've got. I have ordered my Prince Persia one. There isn't a Prince Persia one. I've ordered my Plague Doctor one for £20, including delivery, which is not bad. And I'm excited to get that, but that probably won't be here for a while. Next one I wanted to try and do is, before I do a video about these things, is get the little sister one for Bioshock. But yeah, loving them so far. Oh, and I want to order this little set of 3 Game of Thrones ones. It's like a mini one, which look quite cool. Right. This week's question is sort of related to Game of Thrones. In Game of Thrones, you have a sigil. Each house has a sigil, which is like an image that sort of sums up the house. House Stark is a direwolf because they're from the north. The Tyrells are from a lush garden agriculture country, so they have a rose. So my question is, what would your sigil be? Like, what image would you represent your house? Mine is obvious. It'll be a cup of tea, because I'm British, I love tea, and I'm sweet like sugar in tea. And I'm also cheesy, like milk gets turned into, just not with tea. Anyway. This week's comment. There's quite a few comments this week that got me thinking about things. That's usually how I judge from getting... It was this week's comment. I also nearly chose Horror before saying first, because it hasn't happened in a while. I thought, maybe. But this one I'm quite a fan of is from 40k Warrior Man, who says wouldn't a land of mimics just look like normal? Because a land of mimics, they look like something else before they turn on you and eat you. And it's true, it would. I didn't really notice that when I picked that title, so that's why I chose that, because I thought it was a very good observation. And it was like, you know what, yeah, it's true. Horror also got another one as well from an older video, but since that was an older video, it didn't really count because it's more last week's videos. That's usually how the podcast works. Sometimes there's exceptions, but not this time. Right, okay then, so let's go on to goals. Last week's goal was a fail. Get the Division video out. Didn't work. Did actually do a little bit more to it though, but obviously work caught up with me. And this week's goal is get the Division video out. That should happen because Friday and Sunday I should have time to do stuff because I've on holiday then. Not Saturday because I'm working, but should have time. So hopefully by next week. We'll see. And let's go on to... Actually, when's Easter? I want to be caught up by Easter as well. But that's more of a 2-week goal. And that's it. I can now go finish my work. Alright, so let's finish this cup of tea. And I will say, until the next time we meet, farewell. Prepare for a busy week. expect delays. I'll try and stay with me. 1 more week, we're sorted. Right, and I will leave you with what film? Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work we go. Ironically, I'm going off to work now.